Welcome. Namaste. Hope y'all are having a good what's today? Tuesday? Tuesday. I am Magick La Croix from the Magical Elite Supply Shop. And if I have done this before, a review, this review is going to be about Sabrina. Then I apologize if I have actually spoke about this before. Okay, but I was asked very recently what my thoughts were on the chilling adventures of Sabrina. Okay, so um, yeah, it is based on Sabrina the Teenage Witch from I think the '90s, and yeah, I was asked to do. I mean, I looked at it, I did watch it, I did enjoy it for a minute, but uh, overall, could have did a lot things better. You know what I'm saying? So um first things first is okay, they try to put uh a satanic vibe surrounding Sabrina, her family, and witchcraft in general. Okay. All right. Nothing wrong with that. But okay, here's my opinion on that. My opinion on that is Satanism isn't what people think it is. It's not they actually worship Satan. It was actually created. Anton LaVey created this as a direct opposition to Christianity. Okay. They made it seem like, you know, the series, I mean, they made it seem like Sabrina, her family get all their powers from somebody that's in hell under the ground, and that's where the power comes from, the Dark Lord. I think overall some things just could have been left out. You know, you know how we say we use the word hell for certain things. They would switch around and say by heaven, like heaven I would. You know what I'm saying? It's just but then again, it's supposedly geared towards young adults slash teenagers. It supposedly. But uh yeah, all right. I got a couple problems with this series. Overall, it was okay. If you don't have another series to watch, this one's cool. Greetings, Christine in real life. I think I know who you are. Does that? I'm looking at your little thumbnail picture, so good to see you. Overall, it's okay. All right. Now, I've said before that in a lot of these series, in these shows, they show occult knowledge and they make it seem like comedy when actually real shit, like Charm. You know what I mean? So this is no exception. Um, just like I said, some things just was not believable. For one thing, the idea that Europeans are like rule heaven and hell and all of that's ridiculous to me. You know what I'm saying? They have put themselves in everything. And when I say everything, I don't mean some things. I mean everything. You know what I mean? The very the very definition of the word witch is priestess of the dog star. And this applied to who? Sisters. So I mean, you know, besides my own personal opinions about it's an okay series to watch. It really is. I see what they did also is put her cousin in there. Trying to remember his name. Melanated man. I forgot his name. His name escapes me, but um, they try to include everything. You can't watch anything without this transgender agenda. You know, let's call it for what it is. It's an agenda. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go in everything. It doesn't. But this is how bad they want everybody to be accepting of it. I'm like, you won. People are accepting. Nobody cares. Not really. Nobody really cares. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they put it in everything. As a matter of fact, we stopped watching Big Mouth because it was just too much. You know, even though that's an adult cartoon, you gotta put gayness and transgenderism in everything. It makes it so unenjoyable to watch anything these days. You know what I mean? And I get they're trying to make it where everybody's represented. That's bullshit. Because not everybody. It's a small percentage of the population that's like that. Let's be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? So they come up with this character. One of her friends, Sabrina's friends. This character, she's a girl who gets picked on. She even looks like a dude. And I found out in real life, this chick had her breast removed. I'm like, so you're not, I don't care what you do, you're not going to change your gender. You cannot change your hormones. You just can't do it. I don't care what you do. You don't care what you cut off. You cannot biologically change anything. It is what it is. But they got people so scared to speak out and say these simple truths. I'm not one of those people. I don't care. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Peace and blessings, elegant granny. Good to see you. So where was I? Okay. They got one of her friends is a female who gets picked on. Um, you know, was there a need for that? No, I don't think it was. I mean, they're in high school and everything, but you know, oh yeah, I remember you saying that, elegant, that you don't have a TV. Yeah, because they make everything's got gayness in it. I mean, it's just not necessary. People have already accepted. Why are you going so? But I said this. I already said this. I said this. I said this on my Facebook. Once they get people, a majority of people to accept homosexuality as a normal way of life, they would come with everything else. That's what I said. And by God, I was right. I said it was going to ramp it up. I just didn't know it was going to be this the way they're ramping it up. They're ramping it up. You can't watch a cartoon, a commercial without some form of gayness or transgenderism in it. You just can't find anything anymore. That's how much they have pushed this on the masses. Kush African says Magic La Croix is cruel. I get what you mean. What do you think about ascended masters and demons? What about the gatekeepers? They say transgender people are the gatekeepers of what? What are they the gate? Here's my thing. Now, remember, my opinions have been formed over years of research. And I'm a really spiritual person. I know people say that a lot, but I've been in this for a long time. I form my own opinions. I think for myself. I've studied, you know, uh, ancient histories, ancient mythologies, ancient civilizations. And I will say this, that right before the fall of an empire, that civilization got very perverted every single time before it completely fell apart. I'll just say that. But they're the gate. You say they're the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers of what exactly? What are they the gatekeepers of? Because I don't know. You're gonna have to elaborate on your question. I don't know. I don't know about them being gatekeepers. I mean, because I don't want to get into my personal opinion about any of that. Because for one, they are censoring the hell out of people who speak any kind of truth and who has their own opinion about things, right? I said I don't care, so that means I don't want to come on here and talk about this subject when it's so in your face these days. I had a person who was friend with of mine for at least 2 years. When she found out how I felt about homosexuality and the agendas going on, she unfriended me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, if that's what it takes to not be a friend, we were never friends because I have my own thoughts and opinions, and this is the way society is now. Nobody can have their own opinion about anything, and it's a sad sight to see. So anyway, um, ascendant masters are people who have been here, who have gone through several schools of esoteric thought and have mastered several magical systems, um, and have moved on from this realm. They have I'm sorry, they have found ways and mastered the art of transferring their consciousness to different realms so that when they passed on with their full consciousness. That's what I think about ascendant masters. Demons, angels, same thing, different sides of the coin. One's energy is more intense than the other. Angelic magic is light and not dangerous, whereas demonic magic is very intense, gets the job done quickly, is more close to this realm. So, hope that answered both your questions. Okay. All right. I want to get back to Sabrina though. Sabrina, okay. So the character then wants to be a boy, right? This is how confusing this shit is. All right. Wants to be a boy and wants to be named Theo. All right. Wants to be a boy, right? Later on in the series, she attracts a young man who likes her as her, but she's a boy in a female body. See what I'm saying? They're confusing. It's real confusing. You know what I'm saying? So unnecessary character, in my opinion. Um, Beautiful Goddess Keys, good to see you. How are you doing? Peace. A pleasant surprise. Well, thank you, Janine. I'm glad to be here. Um, Overall, though, Sabrina is okay. Um, the idea that there's a realm of a hellish realm, like there's a heavenly realm. Uh, For one thing, those are states of mind. Now, we're talking about different dimensions and different areas of ascension. That's a different story. But this is the way they showed it, like this was some palace kind of thing, and they got these demons like Astaroth and Beelzebub looking like fucked up tree stumps and shit. I mean, it was just so. Like I said, some things was just not believable to me. But like I said, it's geared towards like younger people, supposedly. All right. The idea that Europeans are like got this bloodline of witches is bullshit. Also, you know what I'm saying? The bloodline come from melanated women. You can do your own research. I'm not here to convince you. I just think when a people has stolen your identity and your birthrights in every single way conceivable, you should, as a melanated person, you should be suspicious of anything they show you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I was just going to say it's a state of mind, yet when you die, I believe that's what you're bound to from the life you live, depending on how you live. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, but like I said, the whole goal, going back to the other question, the ascendant masters was able to transfer their consciousness upon death, keep their full consciousness. You know, yeah. So I mean, this series is okay. I was surprised it got canceled because of what they were doing with it. But you know, agendas upon agendas. Um, if you're really like into the occult, I wouldn't suggest it, to be quite honest. I couldn't, in a good state of mind, suggest this to anybody who's serious about learning any esoteric knowledge. You know, like I said, there's a few gems here and there, you know, but to someone like me, and I'm not saying that in a braggadocious way, to somebody to me to watch this and to see how the shit was playing out was like, whatever. Up in here, up in here. What's up, AJ? I see you. I'm talking about Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Is supposed to be like an up to date version of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Um, kind of like I said, if you are actually a student of the occult, this is not something I will watch. And even the way the series ended, um, I didn't think she had to die. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I said that. I don't know if everybody here has watched it, but you know, the way it ended was corny as shit to me. You know, nah. I was hooked on the new Sabrina. I was at first, Janine. I liked it at first, you know, but some things I okay. Here's another one. Here's another example. Um, Another example would be when the coven came in contact with the pagans. They painted the pagans as bad, as you know, bad people. You know, they painted them as primitive and you know, but I mean I'm like, but the pagans represented old religions where they were in tune with nature. What is so bad about that? You know what I'm saying? And yet and still their coven, Sabrina's coven, was all about worshiping Satan and the dark lord. And I'm like, all right. You see what I'm saying? It was a confusing series to me. You were I've been wanting to catch it, but haven't really been interested in it too much. Like I said, if you have, it's more geared towards, I would say, teenagers. Like I could say Potter's like that, but I've not seen not one single Harry Potter movie, not one. So, um, yeah, um, yeah. I mean, even the way they painted Lucifer, this lily white dude, um, and the way he looked, like I was like, wow, a European guy. First of all, it didn't make sense to me. It just didn't make sense. I'm looking through my book here, as described in the one of the best esoteric books there is called the Grimorium Verum. I've advertised this book several times. This is what they say Lucifer looks like. Right here. That's what they say it looks like. Lucifer. Notice the afro here. The light bringer. You know what I mean? And here's Satan. uh from the pagan god to the rebel angel. You know what I'm saying? These people, they don't, they look familiar, right? You know what I'm saying? So this is just one book, though. You know what I mean? But the idea that Europeans were in charge of hell and Lucifer's this white guy, and I mean, I know they have to paint it a certain way and they have to put it for TV, but still. You got to understand subliminal messaging because there's a lot going on right now as far as subliminal messages concerned. You know what I mean? Grimorium Verum. I have it somewhere. I think that's it. Is that what I'm looking at? Yeah, I think that's it. That is it. I just so happen to have it up on my bookshelf. The Grimorium Verum. One of my favorites. Chock full of demons that you can conjure up. You know what I mean? But anyway, Pacts with the Devil, one of my favorites. So you can see how used it is. But I was showing it to show you what they actually think Lucifer looks like. They said it's according to the Grimorium Verum. I don't know. What that look like to y'all? This book, Pacts with the Devil. Pacts with the Devil. This is a good book. So that's my review on Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. You got to understand a little something about Satanism, and it's not what people think it is. It's not worshiping an actual entity. They don't. It's more of a psychological mindset. Again, it was invented because I can say invented. It was invented. The Church of Satan was invented by Anton LaVey as a direct opposition to the Christian church. Okay. So the stuff that they're never going to show you things that's going to paint us in a good light. They're never going to do that ever. They are never going to do that. Okay. And they're never going to tell us the truth as long as they own all the media, and just like Elegant Granny said, that's why she doesn't own the TV because you can't watch anything without so many agendas being cast forth. The black woman is the House of Masons. Okay. Okay. Um, time. We run out of time. To be quite honest, as far as let me move this like that. As far as trying to wake people up, it's not going to happen. It's end game right now. So, um, concentrate on you and your family, folks. People aren't listening to free thinkers out here. People are not really listening, but they haven't been listening, and they are allowing themselves to be led to the slaughter. So, but Sabrina, there are better shows out there, I think. I have in my queue something called The Order that's on Netflix. I have not gotten to that yet, but I think that may be a better show if you're looking for uh, an occult show. They have some good ones on Prime Video. Uh, yeah, that's all you can do at this point is worry about yourself and your family. It's literally they made The Walking Dead for a reason. They made that show for a reason. It's not, you know, zombies that they've been showing since the 80s. Nah. It's these people you walk around here blindly following instructions that they know is detrimental to their health, but they choose to do it anyway. You see what I'm saying? The Order is a good show. Okay, cool. It's a great show. Okay, I need to get on that. I really need to get on that. But I've been looking at Snowpiercer and JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Attack on Titan. Uh, I've been watching quite a few shows, so that's why I have not gotten to The Order yet. But since two people here have mentioned it, I'm going to get to it. Sabrina, if you have nothing else to watch, then it's an okay show. It's an okay show. But if you are looking for an occult show, like they said, The Order, or something else, this too too unbelievable for my taste. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, would I recommend it? Not at all. It's not that it's a bad show. It's just things that they put in it. You can't watch anything without a certain agenda being put out. And so I don't think the overload of it is really turning a lot of people off, and they don't even get it. You know what I mean? But I'm not here to talk about that. I was here to talk about Sabrina, and the way it ended was stupid. You know what I mean? And just a lot of stupid points to the show. So um, that's all I have to say about that. I mean, if you could find a better occult show, I would definitely do that. But it's okay if you a fan of the old show. Um, you ain't got nothing else to do. Okay. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week, and be safe out there. And when I say be safe, I'm not talking about wearing a mask that does nothing. I'm talking about just be careful of your surroundings, and the walking dead that's out here right now, because people are asleep. So ain't shit you can do is sit back, eat your popcorn, and watch. Okay? So thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time. I am Magick La Croix. Peace, y'all, and namaste.